Okay. Now let's start from yesterday only. So we ended the question 5 discussion yesterday. In fifth question we saw, let's read again the question. POQ is a line. So given to us, POQ is a straight line. Ray OR is perpendicular. So OR is perpendicular. This makes me understand that angle A is how much? Angle A is 90 degree. This is a clear indication. And this is also a clear indication that B plus C is also 90 degree. So we have to understand what is given to us. We have to interpret it in our terms. So given to us was only one thing, that OR, this ray OR is perpendicular to PQ. And I from my side understood that angle A is 90 degree and angle B plus C is also 90 degree. After that, let's see, let me write given here also. So angle B plus angle C is also 90 degree. This is also given to us in a indirect way, we can say. Now, okay, someone wants to say something. Okay, good morning, Parthi. Good morning, ma'am. Okay, let's start now. Okay, OS is another ray lying between rays OP and OR. So we have a ray OP, OR. In between we have third ray which name is OS. We have to prove that angle B, that is angle ROS, one second. Okay. We have to prove angle ROS, that is which angle? This one. ROS is angle B. Angle B is equal to half of QOS. QOS is A plus B, that is this one, minus POS. POS, that is angle C. That is why I have written like this in my terms. Now, we have to understand the to prove statement. The to prove statement is a relation between angle B, angle A and angle C. Nothing else is there. If you understand in this to prove statement, what we need to find, this is our destination. Our destination has A, B and C. That's it. It is not having any angle. This is the first observation done by me. My destination has everything. It has angle A, B, C, but it is not having any angles like 90 degree, 180 degree. So we can understand that thing. Now let's start. Okay. So first thing is we understand that POQ is a straight line. So we can write the first equation very easily, that sum of two angles is 180 degree. So let me take the first angle as A plus B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. This is I am showing just to show linear property only. We can write like angle A plus B plus C also, but linear property is defined for two angles. That is why I am showing like this. Take it in 180. Okay. Now this is by the property of linear pair of angles. It can also be written as angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. It is our equation 1. So we have one equation. Now this is not enough. We want to bring this thing. We have to understand what other equation we can write. We have to understand what other equation we can write seeing the diagram. So that other equation is very simple, which is given to us. That is B plus C is equal to 90 degree. Angle B plus angle C is equal to 90 degree. This is the second equation. Now the things that are coming to my mind is, right now I have two equations. What to do now? Shall I put their value? Shall I solve them? But we have to understand where we want to reach. Okay, someone is saying add 1 plus 2. Jasnoor is saying, okay, Jasnoor is saying add 1 plus 2. Tavisha 11C. Beta, who is Tavisha 11C? Please answer. Students, who is Tavisha 11C? I told you to come with your original name now. It is Bhavya. Bhavya, beta, come with your original name always. Okay, ma'am, it is Bhavya Yadav. Next time onwards, always join and then change your name and your class also. Okay. Okay, Jasnoor is saying add 1 and 2. Now tell me one thing. If you add, what will happen? You will get A plus 2B plus 2C equal to 270 degree. Will that solve your purpose? Jasnoor, tell me. If you just add them, what will happen? Angle A plus twice angle B plus twice angle C is equal to 270 degree. Now what to do? We are again lost. We haven't reached the destination. You reached America finally. No India for you. So this thing will not work. Similarly, we have to understand that where we are going. We have to see in the equation we have no angle. Please understand this thing. In the two proof part, there is no angle at all. This gives me first hint that I have to proceed in such a way that I have to eliminate the angles. I have to proceed in such a way that I have to eliminate the angles. And how will I eliminate it? By making them equal. In the right hand side, I have 180 right now, and here I have 90. So let's make them equal so that we can eliminate it very easily. To make them equal, what I can do is multiplying this equation by 2. It can be twice angle B plus twice angle C is equal to 180 degree. So it is equation number 2. You can write here multiplying 2 both sides. I hope you are getting why I am doing this multiplication. I have observed that 2 proof part is not having any angle, so somewhere I have to eliminate the angle. This is the hint that I got. That is why I multiplied with this thing. Now if you compare equation 1 and equation 2, the right hand side, that is 180 degrees, same to same. We can say if the right hand side is equal, so we can take the left also equal. As the RHS is equal, that means the left side is also equal. So we can say as right hand side is equal, therefore LHS will be equal, and hence we have got angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to twice angle B twice angle C. So we have won half of the fight. We have brought together all the variables and we got rid of the angle part. So we are very close to our answer. Now we just need to arrange these things so that we get the correct answer. Now to arrange these, if you see, you want angle B on one side and ABC on other side. So let's start. And you can see also there is a half over there. That means we have to make this twice angle B alone. Let's make it alone. What will happen? This twice angle C will go to that side. It will be twice angle B, angle A plus angle B plus angle C minus twice angle C. So what I have done is I have transported this twice angle C to left hand side. After that, you can solve it. These two will become minus angle C. Angle B, angle minus angle C is equal to twice angle B. We can take this 2 to this side. It becomes bracket half. This 2 is multiplying in B, came here in division, and we got the answer to be proved. Hence, proved. I hope you got this. Sir, Karthik video is on. Karthik, please switch off your video. Sir, my tab is not working. I have taken it. So please repeat. I didn't understand from 2 angle B and 2 angle C. Okay. Okay. Most of you got it. Let me repeat once again. The to prove part is this one. Angle B equal to this thing we have to prove. I found that I have to eliminate angles. I don't want any angle like 90 degree, 180 degree. I don't want. Okay. So I started with this statement first. Angle A plus B plus C equal to 180. Why? Because linear pair of angles. Second statement was given to me. Angle B plus C equal to 90 degree. Now what to do? We have two equations. Jasnoor said, sir, we should add them. But if we add them, we will get nothing. We will get this thing, and this thing will not solve our purpose. So I thought maybe if I make them equal, I would be able to eliminate this angle which is required in the to proof part. So what I did is I multiplied this equation by 2, both the sides. So it became twice angle B plus twice angle C is equal to 180 degree. Now if you compare equation 1 and equation 2, you will find 180 and 180 is same. That is right hand side. If RHS is same, we can say the left is also equal. So what I have done, I have compared the left part. So angle A plus B plus C from here is equal to twice angle B plus twice angle C. Now we have to just rearrange them to find the final answer. To rearrange them, I have kept twice angle B on the right side only and taken twice angle C to the left side. After that, I have solved and got the answer. Nothing more is there. Okay. I hope it is clear now. If not clear, you can go to my channel and view it again. Okay. Sir, can I use my way? You can use any way. It is no issue. Okay. Kamaljot understood now? Correct. Now let's see the next question first. Question number 6. It is given that angle XYZ is 64 degree. This question is easy because when you want to find, it is easy. Then you want to prove. Proving is different, finding is different. Let's see. It is given that angle XYZ is 64 degree. Let's make an angle. 1 second. Okay, it is coming in my way. Where is draw? Shapes. Let me take a shape for angle. There is someone QCOM BTD. I won't accept it. I won't admit such names. Okay, no such thing for angle. Let me make them straight only. Angle XYZ. Like this. Suppose this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. So given to us is angle XYZ is how much? 64 degree. Then XY is produced to a point P. Like this. XY is produced to a point P. Draw a figure from the given information if ray YQ, there is a ray YQ which bisects ZYP. This is ZYP. So we have a ray YQ like this. It bisects these two. So these two are equal. Find angle XYQ. Find angle XYQ. So let's name them first. Suppose this is angle A, angle B, and this is angle C. Now what is given to us? First we will write that. First thing given to us is angle C is how much? 64 degree. Second thing given to us is that YQ is bisector of angle A and B. So we can say angle A is equal to angle B. Third thing, we have to write the to find. We have to find. Okay, Rudra is saying add these. Okay. Now we have to find angle. Sorry, 1 second. We have to find angle XYQ. XYQ. Indirectly, they are saying find C plus B or angle B plus angle C. We have to find Second thing we have to find is reflex angle QYP. Now what is reflex QYP? There is QYP is angle A. So we have to find or right here or 360 minus angle A. So this is my interpretation of the question. Okay, I always interpret the question in my easy way. Now let's start the proof. Actually it is the solution, but still I proof only. Now first thing is, we can say these three are forming a straight line. So we can say angle A plus angle B, let's make them together so that we are showing there only one angle, and angle C is equal to 180. Reason being linear pair of angles. Now we can put the values. If you see, we want B plus C. So C we already know. So finally we want B. To find B, what I can do in this equation, I can replace this A with B itself, because it is given to us that A and B are equal. So B plus B plus C is equal to 180, because angle A is equal to angle B. Now twice of angle B plus angle C is equal to 180, and finally put the values. Angle C is how much? 64 is equal to 180. Please find the answer first and tell me. Please find the answer. Yuvika is saying QYP is 58. QYP is 58. Okay, but we have to find reflex of QYP. And Prisha is saying 58. Okay, good. All of you find it fast. What should be the answer? Utkarsh 58 is saying. Let me. 58 is the correct answer. Just know 58. Piyush 58, Moksha 58, Bhavya Bhatia 58, Parki, Sanjot. All of you got this. So let's solve it finally. It will be twice. Let me make a line over here. It will be twice angle B is equal to 180 minus 64. That is 10 minus 4 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. And this will be 1. Angle B is equal to 116 upon 2. 2 5s are 10. 1 remainder 6. 2 8s are 16. So we have got angle B is equal to 58. Now we have to find this reflex of QYP. Very easy. We can say angle A is same as angle B given to us. So both are 58. So the final answer is second part, reflex QYP. That is this angle we have to find. This complete angle we have to find from here to here. It is same as subtracting A from 360 minus angle A. So this is 360 minus 58. And please tell me the right answer. Answer is 302. Tavisha, Utkarsh, Ayush, Jasnoor, all are saying it's correct, beta. It is 302. I hope it is clear to all of you. Very easy question it is. Let's see the next one now. Next concept, parallel lines and transversal. In the starting of chapter only, I told you this concept, if you remember. But still, let us take it one more time. We have understood that angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles because they are looking at the same side. Then we understood 4 and 6 are alternate interior angles. Can you tell me 1 and 5 are equal in this case? Please tell. Can we say 1 and 5 are equal? Moksha saying no, Rudra's no, Bhavya, Piyush no, Tavish, okay, Utkarsh no. Why we can't say they are not equal? Drishti is saying in the question XYQ was asked. One second, beta. XYQ. Beta XYQ we have already find. Okay, I forgot now. XYQ is B plus C. In this question, XYQ was asked. Drishti is correct. We have found the value of B. Just add B and C. They will be done. Okay. Now you are saying as M and N are not parallel. As m and n are not parallel, we can never say 1 equal to 5 or 4 equal to 6, because these properties are applicable only when the lines m and n are parallel. So we all know this L is transversal, m and n are two lines. Now tell you one thing, in this figure only, in figure 1, which angles you can say with much surety that they are equal? Which angles you can say that they are equal? Okay, Piyush, Ananya, good. Moksh, good beta. Raghav is saying 2 and 7. No, Raghav, not 2 and 7, 2 and 4, Prisha. 2 and 4 is correct. Okay, Vaishnav is saying P comma 6. Beta, what is P? Okay, you are taking 4 as P. P and 6 are not equal, Vaishnav. Please try to understand. 8 and 6, Soham Babbar. 8 and 6, correct beta. Utkarsh 1 and 3, 6 and 8, correct. Okay, only thing we can say here is vertically opposite angles will be equal, because for vertically opposite angles we don't need parallel lines, because vertical angles are simple. There are two lines which are intersecting each other, then there are two pairs of vertically opposite angles. That thing we are sure that those will be equal, but this 4 and 6 can be equal only when these lines m and n are parallel. If m and n are not parallel, you don't have equal corresponding angle, you don't have equal alternate interior angle, and you don't have that supplementary property also. Can we say here that 3 plus 6 is 180 degree? Yes, class? Can we say that 3 plus 6 is 180? No, because lines are not parallel. And you can observe from your side also, if you see this 3 and 6, if you add, they will never become a straight line. Okay, so need to understand is, sir, is 5 7 VOA? 5 and 7, yes beta, 5 and 7 is VOA. Moksha, it is correct. Now, so only VOA can be used over here, nothing else. Okay, one more thing can be used, simple, 1 plus 2 is 180 because it is a linear pair. That's it. Now, let's come to the case number 2, that is second figure, where lines M and N are parallel and L is the transversal. Here, all the properties will be used. First property, we all know, corresponding angles. So, CA, for this figure I am writing, CA are angle 1 is equal to angle 5, because they both are looking in the same direction, they are corresponding angles. Similarly, we can say angle 2 is equal to angle 6, again corresponding angles. Angle 4 is equal to, please tell, yes, just no, correct beta. Angle 4 equal to angle 8. And finally, last one is, last corresponding angle 3 and 7, correct beta. Just no, Tanmay, correct beta. Angle 3 equal to angle 7. So we have found all the set of corresponding angles. Now we will be going to which property? So the VOA we have already seen. Let's write that also. VOA is simple. Now tell me alternate interior angle. Please tell me fast. Alternate interior angles. 3 and 7 is done. 1 and 3. Okay. Ananya 4 6. Correct. Taranjeet 3 6. No beta Taranjeet. Going wrong with 3 6. 3 5 Mehak. Correct beta. Parkhi 4 6. Correct. So let's see. We have to see for alternate interior angle Z, like this or this or this. Whenever you find these kind of shapes, Z, in any shape, it can be in any shape, but it should be, one thing should be there, these two should be parallel. In all these cases, the angles coming inside, these two angles will be equal. Angles coming inside. That is why property name is alternate interior angle. Okay, alternate interior. Ansh is saying 1 and 7. Okay, but they are exterior one, na? Ansh, they are not interior, alternate interior, they are alternate exterior. Okay, Ansh, they are alternate exterior, they are not interior. Okay, please confirm. Okay, now, so we can see here 4 and 6 are equal because there is a Z forming like this. So angle 4 is equal to angle 6. Similarly, one Z is this one. The reverse Z, angle 3 equal to angle 5. So we have got the two alternate interior angle pairs. Similarly, you can find other things. Most important is the third property, that interior angle on the same side of transversal. We all know when the lines are parallel, in that case, interior angles on the same side of transversal are, yes, please, 4, 5, yes, Ananya, they are 180. That is, they are supplementary. So you can say sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal. Sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is 180 degree. We will use it a lot in the questions coming. Okay. So I hope it is clear to you. Any issue? Yes, class. Any issue? So we can say angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree, and angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. The same reason they both are, you can observe over here. Let me rerun this. Please observe carefully. If you observe, 3 is interior angle, 6 is interior angle, this is the transversal, so they both are on the same side of transversal. Similarly, 4 is interior angle, 5 is interior angle, and they are both on the left side of transversal, so they are on the same side. Okay, so this way we have found all the proper properties and we have understood this thing. Now there are some theorems we are going to study. Those theorems are simple. The things I told you just now will be over there only. Okay, let's start. Have I written over there? Let's see. You have to write this theorem as it is in your copies. Okay, I will be trying to explain it one by one. So let's start with this one. Okay, axiom 3. We have done 2 axioms till now. You will write the heading axiom 3 and you will write this line. Let me enlarge this. What? One second. Okay. Now we have axiom 3. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angle is equal. This is a axiom. I told you axiom is a general statement. It is a assumption or accepted universal truth. Axiom is a accepted universal truth. So you can use this line without any proof. You can use it as it is. So first thing we learned is all the pairs of corresponding angles are equal if the lines are parallel. Class, I hope you got this. Corresponding angles are equal if the lines are parallel. We have seen this thing. Now this is axiom number 3. You have to write this and there is no proof of it. Okay. You can see in this figure, although they have not completed it like this, but still if you see, it will follow the theorem. These two angles will be equal. Yes ma'am, I know. And we have these two angles equal. So we can use this corresponding angle theorem anywhere. Now let's see the next axiom. Always we have a axiom and we have its converse. Converse is reverse of it. So we said if lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. So the converse will be, if corresponding angles are given to you as equal, you can say that the lines are, yes class, please tell, parallel. Good Ayush. So this is converse. Axiom 3 was, if lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are equal. Now we are saying the reverse thing. We are saying if there are two lines and a transversal and it is given to us that the corresponding angles are equal, we can say that the lines must be parallel. Very good, Abhishek, Sargam, Parthi, Taranjit, all of you are doing good. So we have two things. First the axiom and then its converse. Similarly, we have theorems also. We have theorem and then its converse. Okay, good Drishti. Now let's see the next theorem. It is theorem number 2. We have done theorem 1 already. You will write in the copy as theorem number 2 and write this thing. It is saying if a transversal intersects two parallel lines. So given to us there are two parallel lines. If a transversal intersect it, then each pair of alternate interior angle is equal. This is a theorem. We can prove it. We know all these things that alternate interior angles are equal. So we have to write full theorem. But only write the statement. Okay, Kamaljo, only write the statement of axioms and theorem only. In the case of theorem, we can prove it very easily. Let's prove it. Theorem number 2 is, time is 1 minute left. Okay, let's do one thing. I can take in this case given as line. Suppose this is the figure you will draw in the proof part, and you will say given AB is parallel to CD. And to prove is, suppose I take this as A, this as B. I have to prove angle A is equal to angle B. So all of you, I request you all to just go through this proof and try to prove it on your own. Okay, you can use all the axioms. Try to understand, you can use all the axioms to prove this thing. I will be happy if you do it on your own. We will discuss it tomorrow if you are not able to do. Okay, so I guess time is about to up, so you can switch on your videos